Here we have the Katara 16 backpack from Vanquest gear. It is a convertible backpack, so you can actually adjust the straps, remove one, and turn it into a sling bag as well, depending how you want to carry it. What you're seeing is not what I would typically carry on a day-to-day basis. There's a little bit extra on there. So what I have, you can see, are my two med packs. I have a 1 Tigris Foxtrot Alpha on the left-hand side, which actually hangs on the side of the bag. And then I also have another Vanquest piece of equipment that is a 7x10 fat pack. So for right now, let's jump right into the actual pack. I'm gonna go ahead and zip those med packs open so you can kind of see what the system looks like all together opened up and what it has in it. So here's what it looks like with it wide open, both the med packs anyway. So I've got the fat pack here, which is more my emergency stuff. And then since I do have 3 daughters, this one on the side, which is my smaller one, has more of the general first aid, simple band-aids, eye wash, thermometer, and I do have some little things of medicine in there as well. So like I said, this one's attached to the side of the bag, and then this one is attached right there on the back, hanging down near the bottom. On this side of the bag, I actually have a Hydra, which is Vanquest water bottle holder. It's cinched up tight on the side because I don't typically carry a water bottle very much. I just have one in my truck, one in my classroom, and at the house. I don't typically take one in the bag unless I know I'm going to be carrying the bag for a little bit. Most of the time I'm just commuting back and forth from work, doing things like that so far. Here it is with all that stuff. And we'll go in and I'm going to go ahead and take the first aid kits off, and we can look at just the bag today. In this bag, I have what's called molly sticks. So there's 2 little pieces of cordage right here sticking out. These are actually attached to the molly sticks. So right now they're secured and they're clamped down on the webbing. So if you pull this forward, you hear that little pop, and then one here as well. Now, if I ever need just the med kit off the bag, what's awesome is instead of going in the back and having to worry about getting it undone, since my molly sticks are now loose, I just pull them out. There's one, there's the other, and now my med kit is off the bag, and I can take it independently, or I can, put something else on the bag if I need to. So these make it very easy to get those things off. I'll do the same thing for the one on the side. So you can actually see the top of these here. I fold that down. So here they are. You just pull it forward, they unlock, pull them up, pull it up. Now my side med kit is off as well. Let's get into the actual bag. This is the Coyote Tan color, and this bag has 1000D here on the bottom, and then the remainder of the bag is 500D Cordura. So it's very strong, especially on the bottom, having that 1000D, but the bag itself is super comfortable to wear. It is not overly rigid. It's just a really nice feeling bag. One of the great things I noticed right away is these guys right here. They have what they call Spartan zipper pulls. So you can get your finger in there easily, even with somewhat of a glove. You can put your finger in there sideways. All the zippers are nice and easy to manipulate, and that goes for the whole bag. The sternum strap right here, it's not one of the stretchy ones, but it's just the adjustable one. You can also unsnap this on either side, if I can. They stay pretty well. Then you can use this to adjust the sternum strap up and down the actual pack straps to get it just the right spot. It does also come with a couple of the Velcro retainers. So if you were going to use a water bladder, that could help hold the straw up on your strap to keep it from flopping around as well. The grab handle on here, this is something that was kind of new to me. I typically don't see ones that have much padding on there. This one is very nicely padded. It feels like it's wrapped in neoprene. I don't know how that's going to hold up. I haven't had it long enough to really know for sure, but it is very comfortable. It does have a big loop field for patches. which you can see up here. So I just threw some random ones on there for you guys to see. So up close, it does have the logo there on it as well. The bottom, as I already pointed out, is the 1000D Cordura. They do have 2 sets of 3 sections of lashing strips down there on the bottom. They're very tight, especially when you've got some stuff in the bag, but it works very well for, you know, you can easily clip a carabiner in there, use some extra strapping and just carry anything on the bottom there, such as maybe like your raincoat or something as well. Anything that you will find with being on the bottom of the bag. The other thing the bag has right here behind the larger lower pocket is a concealed carry pocket. It does have a loop field on the one side. Vanquest does sell a actual holster and mag carrier that you can actually hook to the loops over here with Velcro, and it is accessible from either side in the same place. This one's kind of tucked behind my Hydra, but it is right here as well. And that's another reason for this being convertible from a backpack to a sling, because if you have it as a sling, you can swing it around and access your weapon very, very easily. I want to show you how easy it is to convert this from a backpack to the sling bag. So if you look on the back here, there is a snap as well as these hooks. So you are going to need to undo both of the straps from those hooks first, or at least I do that first, because you're going to need to take one strap off and move the top of the other strap over. Then you can undo your snap, open up the Velcro, pull the top of that strap off, and then you are going to need to completely unhook it. So that strap is gone. Now you're going to take your other strap, open up the other side of the field, take it off. Inside there, they have orange stitching on this one. That tells you exactly where this strap goes. So you can actually line it up there, heat it up, close up both sides, snap it, and then make sure you hook this right here. And now you've got your crossbody sling bag. And then again, we've got this guy. You can come here, boom. So now you've got that strap that can go underneath your arm and around your, as you guess, under your armpit to keep it from flopping around as much. All right, so now if I have it as a sling bag going across, I move that sternum strap, and now this strap down here, it's a little short because I typically wear it as a backpack, but you would just be able to connect that, and of course, you would, you know, loosen that up a little bit so it's not so tight. But that's another great benefit to these. All of these straps have these little keeper Velcro pieces so that you don't have your straps flopping all over. You can see that here as well on the front. So wearing it as the sling bag, in order to take it off behind this little secure piece to keep the buckle from getting knocked loose, you can simply undo it and take it off. And now we'll convert it back to a backpack. Unhook it, and up the top, undo the snap, which is really the hardest part because it sticks in there good. Take the strap off, undo the other side, take your existing strap, use that stitching as a guide, turn it up, bring your other strap back. Again, use that stitching as the guide. Makes it super easy to get it right where you need it to go. Secure that all up, snap it. Make sure you get both of these hooked back on there. And the Velcro will hold the bag, but you know, it's gonna slowly let loose over time if you don't do that. And then take the bottom of this one, back, and boom, there you go. So you've now got your backpack in, I'd say, less than a minute. Taking a look at the specific compartments of the bag, first starting with the large pocket. It does have zippers that go all the way down, and it even curves around, so it'll lay flat. But on each side, it does have a snap right here, so it would keep the bag from just falling open if it is, you know, packed with different gear. That way, it would only open at the top. I typically just leave those undone and just, you know, it just makes it easier for me. So, as I mentioned, the Spartan zipper pulls make it super easy to open up. Once you zip it down, the whole thing can open in clamshell all the way open, so you can get to everything. Underneath, you'll notice the high visibility orange interior, which makes it easier, finding things in there instead of the whole inside being black. It does have a hydration bladder feed through up here at the top, right there, which comes out right there. And that would use the laptop sleeve to hold the bladder. This does hold my 13-inch MacBook Air. I did read some people saying that it would not fit. As long as this pocket is not jam-packed, it does fit in that sleeve. It's nice and tight. It's not gonna go anywhere, but I don't have any issues. I don't feel like it's gonna actually damage anything. It actually fits in, like I said, very, very nice. It does have 2 small side pockets. So here, just to show you, I have some bug spray, and then I just have my multi-screwdriver on the other side. It does have the full pocket, but it also has 2 pieces of elastic on there, so you could actually also connect something on the outside of the pocket if you wanted as well. On the bottom here, they have what's called a 3-way pocket, and that's been interesting to me because it's got a zipper on both sides, and what I love is that they didn't skimp and go with anything different on the inside. It still has the bigger Spartan zipper pulls, so you can access this pocket from this side, from the other side, or you can undo the Velcro and access it from the top. Or even better, you can actually just fold it up, tuck it in down here. I just have my shemagh in here. And now this gives you another loop field, so you could actually attach anything with hook and loop right here, just like these little storage things. The whole outside of the laptop sleeve is hook and loop, or excuse me, just loop field. So the little storage cubes that they come with can actually just stick in there wherever you want. So this helps a lot with keeping things from just getting lost in the bottom of your bag. And like I mentioned, it makes it great for deciding what I want to actually take with me. So like this right here actually has my tarp, and typically I'd have my hammock on the other side. Right now it's got a little bivvy in there. And so if I'm just gonna go like on a bike ride, and I just wanna have the bag with some materials and supplies, I don't necessarily need this stuff. So I can just take that out, and that makes things really easy. Just like the one up here. This is my fire and water bag. So it's got fire starters and a pocket billow, things like that. If I'm not gonna need that for whatever reason, I can just take that out, and it opens up the inside, which makes it nice because if I wanted to, instead of having this big thing hang on the outside, I can just put it inside the pack, zip it up, and now we're good to go, and I don't have any external pouches hanging off. Makes it a little more streamlined. So now, also on the inside, it does have a top pocket, just a zip across one. So like right now I have some hand warmers, and this is my USB hand warmer and charger. Those fit up in there. And people have mentioned, and I've seen saying that these are transparent pockets, and they're not transparent. They're actually translucent, which means it lets some of the light through. So like you can see my fingers through there. If I pull that tight, you can kind of see what's in there. If I take one of these hot hands, fold it the other way and put it there. If I press it up there, you can still read through it. So you can get a good idea of what's in there. So with everything back in the bag, you'll notice how much stuff is really in there with that storage cube. There's quite a bit of storage space in there, but the way the zippers are cut and running at that curve with those Spartan zipper pulls, it's extremely easy to get it zipped back up, and you're all ready to go. We're done looking at the main compartment. Let's look at the 2 smaller ones. Stand it up right here. We've got a smaller pocket up at the top, and then the larger pocket at the bottom that has the MOLLE on the front. We'll get the bottom one first. Again, the Spartan zipper pulls on that one as well. So that one does fold down completely flat. Has another translucent pocket on it, which is currently empty. It does have a little area here where it kind of sticks out, which is nice for sticking something like my paracord in there. It just kind of has its own little nook in there. It does have the key retainer strap, as well as a little bit of organizer in there. So it's got the larger pocket in the back. Got some tissues, toilet paper together, my little pry bar, just in case I needed to break into someone's car or something, or who knows. For me, it's some stupid little thing, but I'll be like, hey, I got a pry bar for that. And I wouldn't have it if I didn't have one of these bags, because I wouldn't have anywhere to carry it. So I've also got my notepad, duct tape and lighter, and then just a poncho in here. Again, this is just stuff I threw in to show you, the possibilities. We have the top outer pocket. It doesn't fold all the way down, but it does have one of the translucent pockets. You can see I put some sunscreen and hand sanitizer in there. Got my gloves and a headlamp, my sunglasses down here, and then it does have some organizer elastic straps as well as a big pocket all the way across. So I've got some cables, my battery, and my Sharpie up there. Looking at the Hydra, the water bottle holder, right now it sits fairly flat against the side. You can see it from the back. From the front, it doesn't stick out a whole lot. It does have some MOLLE access on there, as well as some lashing points. The big thing, it does have Velcro on the inside, so when you're not using it, it stays nice and flat. And it also has this. You can see there's lots of excess on it. So you can have a giant bottle in here, and it stretches way out, and then adjust this up and over to go around the neck of your bottle. It's going to keep it from falling out. But for me, since I don't currently have a water bottle in there, I take that elastic around the back side, all the way down, all the way back, and then I actually crisscross it, bring it back up, still tucked behind. There. And now all the elastic is tucked behind. It's still laying nice and flat. Let me know in the comments if you have any other things you'd like to know about the bag. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.